Hello and welcome to Trails to Azure part 57. It's time to go through the looking glass? I don't think you'd call this a looking glass, you'd call it a mirror. To go through the mirror and chase after Kia and the recently revealed villains. Ooh. It'd be a pretty good trap. Is that? What the hell? Why? Why did she dress up like that though? Like, what a role player. Yeah, Kyo, Ario, Val. She's role playing. Lloyd, everyone. So you finally come. Belle, explain yourself. I just don't understand. Why are you doing this? Weird. Isn't it obvious? As a rightful descendant of the Kwa family, the inheritors of the goddess's treasure, it's only natural that I carry out the duty bequeathed to me. The goddess's treasure? It can't be. You mean the one they found in Liberal? The Oriole? So you already know of them. That simplifies things. The Septarians, 7 treasures bestowed onto mankind by Eidos in ancient times past. One of them has been passed down through my family, generation after generation. That is, until 1,200 years ago. What are you even getting at with this? A set of unfortunate circumstances caused us to lose the divine gift we had been granted. Yeah, and this is definitely not some story made up in the last 1,200 years, because stories can definitely be appropriately passed down accurately over a span of over a millennium. Definitely. As a result, the Kwa family set into motion a grand plan to resurrect our Septarian, no matter the cost. The land of Crossbell itself was an essential piece of the algorithm, the foundation for our greatest ceremony yet. Algorithm? Are you referring to whatever system it is that's been exploiting the orbital network? Why yes, I am. It is a feat of magical science, a confluence between orbital engineering and the Kwa family's alchemy. Without it, such an outlandishly large and complex ceremony could never be feasible. A ceremony made possible through magic and science. But I thought magic in this world was was almost always science adjacent, as well as alchemy? Now I get it. It's all coming together. The alchemists who built Stargazer's Tower and supplied the cult with their advanced technology. It was the Kwa family, wasn't it? I don't think saying it's all coming together makes sense here, because it's like, oh, the alchemists were the Kwa family. There's nothing to come together, because up until 30 seconds ago, we were like, oh, the Kwa family's just a bunch of capitalists. That's it. That's all they were. So there was nothing to come together because, oh, the alchemists in the past were people. Like, there's no big reveal. Like, yes, technically it's a big reveal that the Kwa family was that, but nothing's coming together. It's just putting a name to a face. Like, it doesn't change anything. It's like, I think on the TV show QI, there's a specific segment about Shakespeare, some grand hoax of Shakespeare, that Shakespeare wasn't Shakespeare, but then one of the panelists says, but it doesn't matter, because the person Like, to everyone, Shakespeare is the person who wrote Shakespeare. So even if the person who wrote Shakespeare's stuff isn't Shakespeare, the individual is still the same person from our perspective because they're long dead. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this doesn't matter. But anyway, for real? That must be the case. The logic adds up perfectly. Yeah, sure. Then that would include the cradle Kia was slumbering in. Naturally. It was delivered to the cult by the Kwa family hundreds of years ago. We granted them their object of worship, and in turn, they did as we bade them. Then it's just as I thought. The DG cult was only a tool. One that the Kwa family manipulated from the shadows to achieve their own goals. Correct. You can think of the cult as nothing more than an ensemble... I can't speak because it's French, but it's not. Ensemble cast of puppets. Though I doubt the poor dears ever had any awareness of that little fact. Well, how was that? Enough backstory for you? Oh, I should add that Arios here has no prior connection to the Kwa family. He is merely endorsing our project from a professional standpoint, as our trusty collaborator. Arios, what the hell's gotten into you? You really just gonna keep playing make-believe with this chick? Make-believe. Is that how you see it? You're not entirely wrong there. I agree in some respects. Well, I never. But even so, they possess the power required to bring about the change I seek. So long as that's the case, I'll gladly go along with this little fantasy of theirs. Even if I have to spit in the face of Eidos herself to do it. Unbelievable. How could you? Honestly, this is all a bit too much to take in. I'm still not sure what to make of everything we've heard. But I do know one thing. The one thing I can say for sure. There's no way in hell I'm letting you drag Kia into this delusion. Please, Kia, you have to come back to us. And this is where he gets shirked. Shirked's not the right word, but I don't know what lies they've put in your head. But you're still the same Kia we all know and love. There's no reason to put yourself through this. You should be with us, smiling, not sitting there in pain. Lloyd. Hehe. Well, Kia. Lloyd has made his case perfectly clear. But what is it that you desire? Kia? What's wrong? Kido? Kibo is better than Kido. Why'd they have to change it? Kibo. Kibo is better than Kido. Kibo. Kido. Do, like, do doesn't mean anything. Bo doesn't mean anything either. But it's like, think about what it is that you really want here. Don't you want to run over to us? Jump into Lloyd's arms the way you always do? Isn't that where you feel safest? Where you feel most at home? Randy. That's right. I know you think what you're doing here is for the best. I mean, they're really looking down on her. Like, maybe she's more competent than they seem to be phrasing. That's right. I know you think what you're doing here is for the best. But what matters most to us is your well-being. It always has been. Ellie, Tio. Hehe. Well, isn't this a tender-hearted moment? I don't know why they would show their faces. That doesn't make any sense. Like, these faces shouldn't be revealed. They should be black. Outlines and just shadows would make more sense. Because even when they're meeting in secret with each other, they're just like shadows. They don't actually reveal themselves. Why would they reveal themselves here? It doesn't make sense. Ouroboros. You were in league with one another after all. Oh, now, I prefer to call it a mutually beneficial arrangement. Good day, everyone. I take this as to mean that your preparations are complete? Haha, but of course. I dare say you'll be pleased with the progress that has been made. The bells, too, are poised to toll. All that remains is to turn the key. I wouldn't be opposed to waiting till your guests have finished up their little melodrama over there. We should really be getting this show on the road. Time's almost up. My, so it is. Here they come. Who are you talking about? Time's almost up for what? It's gonna be Heiyue, maybe? The invasion. Oh, that invasion, yeah. I mean, Heiyue's gonna do something, because they were at the Sun Fort. Maybe they're gonna steal a bell? The Imperial and Republican armies are at our doorstep. No. We already knew that. Hehe. Why don't you make yourselves comfortable and enjoy the show? Okay, this is way too slow. I mean, they could just blow up the bridge, and then nothing would be able to drive across it. What? Okay, there's the railway gun. Why would you move it? Just shoot. Just shoot right away. Ah, maybe they have to move it slightly further out to shoot up. But, like, they should really shoot the fortress right in front of them first. And they could have done that without pulling forward at all. Okay, but, like, I guess they're on rails just so that they can be hidden behind walls? That seems like that it's over-engineered, honestly. This is at high speed. And it still feels so slow. I think they're more threatening. Airships are a lot more threatening. Also, why do tanks have wheels instead of treads? Maybe there's a reason. I don't believe this. It's really happening. But the defense force stands no chance of stopping them. Correction. We already have the key to doing so. She's right there. President Qua. You should actually, like, I think it would be slightly better writing if Lloyd was disrespectful here and said Mayor Qua, being like, I don't respect you, President Qua. Uncle, don't call him uncle anymore. He betrayed you. He betrayed your trust. To our guests from the society, you have my deepest gratitude for cooperating with our project. You as well, Arios Bell. Everything seems to be proceeding smoothly. Yes, so far. The rest is in her hands. There you have it, Kia. You understand what you must do, yes? You are the only one who can deliver us from this crisis. This crisis of our own making. Nod. It's gonna ruin the cutscene for a second, but I'm gonna increase the volume. Good girl. Is that the Sun Fort? I don't know which the other one was. I assume it was the Stargazer's Tower. Oh, I should be on... No. This one's the Sun Fort. Yeah, or the Moon Temple. This one's the Moon Temple. Oh, that's in the geofront. So the geofront is gonna power up Orcus Tower, and then Orcus Tower is gonna laser blast them. Orcus Tower is gonna blast them all with a laser. Pew 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 pew. What's going on here? All this converted orbital energy is pouring into Orcus Tower. Lasers? Pew 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 pew. Kia, no! Belle, don't do this! These words aren't gonna do anything! I don't know what the hell you're trying to pull off, but it ends here. We must stop them. And then Arios. The Divine Blade of Wind. If you wish to pass, you'll have to go through me. Come, SSS. Prove to me that you can muster up the strength. The strength. Shoot me in the head. The strength to overcome the barrier that Sergei, Guy, and I could not. Shh. Don't let him rattle you. It's 4-on-1. We have to create an opening somehow. Aeon system activate. One target to neutralize. Yeah, for some reason, they're like, yeah, let's make that automatically. I need to lower the volume again, but... close enough. Ooh, it's a burst fight. Can I pull him? Like... 1 damage. Lovely. I'm probably gonna regret my choice of... arts. I should probably be a fire setup. I'm pretty sure a fire setup would be more effective. So yeah, he can be debuffed, he can be delayed, he's neutral on all elements. He has a lot of HP, and he's level 110 and I'm like level 80 at most. This is literally going to be a scripted loss, isn't it? Yeah, if this isn't a scripted loss, I don't know what it is. I respect it being a scripted loss. I'm just gonna button mash right now. Like, there's no way that's not a scripted loss, because he's 30 levels above us. And levels matter way too much for enemies. Like, a level 110 enemy, we can't possibly deal damage to, but enemies that are like 20, 30 levels under us still deal like 100 damage. It's questionable. And we only have like 10k HP and he has 40,000. Anyway. Even now, we're no match for him. Obviously. Why would you be getting better faster than he is? You lack focus. As you are, you'll never be able to protect what's important to you. Everyone! Fret not, their lives will be spared. If your concentration were interrupted, the outcome would suffer for it. And we wouldn't have that. We wouldn't want that, now would we? I know. I won't hesitate anymore. Kia? Oh, stop! I hate, like... Stop! It's so cheap. It's so lame. It's bad writing. Every single time. God, it really looks old. That looks kind of nice, though. Oh, it'd be so funny if the bells broke. Okay, so it was Moon, Sun. No idea. Okay, yes. Stargazer in the bottom left, Sun Temple top right, Moon in top left. Shouldn't there be a fourth? Because they stole Crossbell's bell. Where do they put it? At the top of Orcus Tower? Or they put it in that location. Michelin. Michelin. Why are they I guess they're why is it funneling to there? Because it's not coming from there. Oh, because it's going into her. Cutscenes are so slow. Ah! This light! The hell's happening? It's the 7 elements, except there are only 3 colors. Put more colors in. There's spiritual densities reaching critical levels. Where's Zaito? Zaito disappeared. Ah. Kia? Hehe, a rousing success. And with that, the Sectarian of Mirage is resurrected at last. Actually, I stand corrected, for this is the birth of a being that transcends its predecessor, the Septarian of Zero. The Septarian of Zero. Like, why repeat the name? This can't be happening. Lloyd, everyone. Kiss is bad. Kia, is that really you? Yeah. Or yes. Let's go, Belle. No. Teehee, as you wish. Take care of them, if you would, Arias. Understood. Kia, where are you going? I'm sorry, and thank you for everything. Never forget that I love you all. Okay. I really hope they justify Wald being a competent demon, because he's genuinely the most incompetent character that they're trying to portray as competent. Like, Wald being able to control himself in demon form doesn't make sense, in my opinion, unless it's explicitly Qua gave a better version of Gnosis to him. If that's the justification, that is solid. Aha! Oh. You, Shrimp? Nobody cares about Wald commenting. Wow, look at you, all floaty and glowy. Kia. Or no. Perhaps it would be more appropriate to call you the Divine Child as the cult did. You have my deepest gratitude for making your second coming to this world. As the current patriarch of the Qua family, it is my honor to welcome you. I believe we can dispense with the formalities, Father. We must go and pick up our newly received gifts. Oh yeah, yes. How could I forget? Haha, my. But it does warm the heart to see my hard work finally come to fruition. To you, the inheritor of one of the great treasures of power, on behalf of the Grand Master of Ouroboros, allow me to congratulate you on your rebirth. They are hardly adequate for such a momentous occasion, but I hope you will accept these gifts. Please, take them. Thank you. Laser blasts? No. Something coming from the sky. Airships? No, mechs! Oh, I love mechs. Mechs are great. Though, of course, would you really trust Ouroboros if you weren't, I don't know, a self-inflated family that's believed that you are important? Like, I find it, I guess maybe if Kia has memories, and so that's why she trusts them, that's acceptable. If not, I don't know why she trusts them. they might not backstab them. Like, they might not, but... That left one's weird. Why does it have, like, pseudo high heels? Holy shit. Just holy shit. Wow! They're so cool. Heh. Those are some fine toys you're getting. Divine archaisms. Aeons. 3 interfaces through which the miracles of a Septarian can be performed. That is clunky beyond belief. It's like, ah yes, Septarians can control mechs. They exceed every expectations I could have had. I hope one of them stepped on him. It'd be pretty funny. A fairly common, oh, the villain just gets killed by the thing they just got. But like, thank you, our esteemed guests from the society. Or thank you, our esteemed guests from the society. We are in your debt. You don't want to be in debt to Ouroboros. It's the least we can do to repay your gracious financial assistance. That would be pretty fun. If it's establishing that the IBC since its founding has been bankrolling the society. Because like the IBC has a lot of money. The society has tons of whatever, but like having easy supply of money in addition to everything else is useful. I should be thanking you for providing me an avenue to apply all the data we accumulated from the Gordius series. Lest we forget, this, too, is the will of our Grandmaster. I really respect Arianrod more than the other two here. There is no need to feel indebted to us. Teehee, how generous of you. Yeah, it's definitely out of generosity and not because, as they just said, it benefits them. Kia, will you do the honors? Yes, right away. I think it's really lame that Mariabelle is wearing a comic villain, like wearing comic villain clothes. It's super lame. Like, I don't think it makes any sense. Also, like, well, I guess the wings are rockets, sort of, for propulsion. Now that's goofy. Because now all the propulsion is to the sides, so they're not actually propulsion, they're just beams. They're just laser swords. Like, that actually is a good justification for the wings. I was gonna say, what's the point of the wings? But if the wings are laser swords, then that's a pretty good use of wings. Okay, these ones do have treads. I guess maybe the Calvardian Republic doesn't have treads because it's mobility focused somehow? I don't know. That's pretty mean. What is this gonna be? That's pretty overkill. It's gonna destroy all the trees. Except it didn't destroy any trees somehow. You better pay for the road bill. Which, considering he's a self-proclaimed dictator president. This can't be. The 5th Armored Division has been completely wiped out? What was the 32 on them for if they're the 5th Division? I can hardly believe it myself. Some sort of humanoid weapon showed up and mowed them down like they were nothing. That's preposterous. No matter. We will not tolerate this act of defiance. Activate the railway guns. Target Crossbell City. Avoid densely populated areas. Our goal is to send a message. Like, they are firing on a city. There's no denying that. But at least they're not targeting the densely populated areas. Like, that's kind of good. Yes, sir. Like, they're at least not comic book villain level. They're just real world villain level. Given the reality of some countries attacking civilians. So is it just gonna have a dome shield being supplied by the Orcus Tower? Why is it a cannon if it's a missile? That was not gonna even hit. That was gonna fly right over Crossbell City. Ooh, what's this gonna do? Is it gonna collapse it? It is. I like that. That's fun. That's very good. Though, now the Transcontinental Railway's gone, though. Why is it shimmering? Shouldn't it not be shimmering anymore? Because the magical gravity destruction is gone? Whoa, Nelly! We can totally see it from this far. Holy shit. Ahaha. Bravo, bravo. The Septarian of Zero, eh? A fitting name. All it touches turns to null. Aha. 3 pinnacles of the Gordius series, all in unison. Through the Divine Child. Actually, I'm distracted again. Why is Walt here? Unless he's a sacrifice, there's no reason he would be here at important discussions, because he's a nobody. Through the Divine Child, they are able to act autonomously as the agents of her miracles. Yeah, miracles. It's definitely not tech. It's weird. This will make for a fascinating report. I can hardly wait to submit it. She's not happy with it. It's impressive, no doubt. That it is? And yet, this is only the beginning. Isn't that right? Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Comic book villain. This moment marks Crossbell's consecration as the continent's promised land. The might of the Empire and the Republic is no more. But from this hallowed ground, a new order shall ascend. Please, have Kevin show up, shoot him with a salt stake. Do it. And the world over will bear witness as the Qua family's righteous ideals become reality. Is Zeit gonna show up? Ha 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 ha. And this is gonna be the end of the chapter, right? No, not quite. Why is Arius just standing with his blade out? Like, come on, put your blade away at least. You can draw it fast enough. They wouldn't have been able to see all of that. It was happening at the same time. I can't believe this. Please, someone tell me this is just a bad dream. I wish I were able to. Not even nightmares could be this cruel. You couldn't be more right. Behind every miracle is a harsh reality. Balls. There they are. Secretary McLean, are you alright? Please have us fight them. I want to beat these guys up. Oh, hell. That's gonna be Noelle. Resistance is futile. Huh? That voice. She's just going along with it and then she's gonna free us. Yeah. Probably, actually, but... The defense force has already secured the perimeter surrounding Michelin. Please, surrender peacefully. It would be so fun to fight her. Oh, it would be fun. Noelle. How could you? I mean, she didn't. She'd be fired if she didn't, so she's gonna go along with it, and then it's gonna be it might not be. I'd be super in favor of it not being this, but my assumption is we're gonna be arrested, then she's gonna be alone, she's gonna let us out, we're gonna get out, we're gonna do the victory, we're gonna win. But well done, Second Lieutenant Seeker. It's time I return to Orca's Tower. I'll leave you to handle their arrest. Yes, sir. Wait, stop. I have one question for you, Arius. Just one more question. You've been collaborating with the Qua family for years now. If that's the case, then did you kill Guy Bannings? Are you the one who took my brother from me? Huh? It couldn't be. You being serious here? Come on, don't be you being serious here when he hasn't said anything. It's an accusation. Just be like, let the accusation accuse. ... Yes, that's exactly right. See, this is where you say this line. Why do you not say that line after he reveals that he killed him, or claims to reveal that he killed him, but he might not have. He could just be saying it to portray himself as more of a villain because he feels bad for what he's doing. So eventually he wants to encourage Lloyd to get stronger, to beat him, or some overly complicated thing like that. Randy's reaction should have come after he answered. But whatever. Crossbell's fate. Like that's not how it should have been. That line is absolutely out of order. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion, for it to have been handled in that order. But that's the end of chapter 4. Ooh, big moments. Ooh, we're in jail. Ooh, it's kind of like, obviously it's going to end positively somehow. What positive means, I don't know. It would be great if it ended on like a super dour note, but you have been promoted. Despite the fact that we're being arrested, we've been promoted. Huh. Definitely makes sense. It isn't an abstraction for gameplay purposes. Strega Omega. Strega Omega. Great name. The world beyond the mirror. And that will be that for today. I'll go back here to see if there's a new title. Ugh, not a new title yet. I think Zero handled the title screens better. Because it could have been chance, but every time I finished a chapter, the next title screen always showed up first. Now it randomly selects. But that's an appropriate place to stop for today. And next week we'll be continuing with, I think the chapter is called The Finale. That's probably going to take, I don't know, at least 10, 15 hours is my guess, but it could be quick. But here's where I'm going to stop. And briefly I'm going to say this confetti looks really bad. It doesn't need to look good though. Have a good day. Bye-bye.